When I think about customer analytics today, I think the most exciting thing is just kind of going from building up that volume of data that maybe 5 or 6 years ago everybody was really after, understanding exactly who the customer is and what their history is with the brand. Now we're going to just an amazing number of touch points that we have with the customer, and a greatly expanded variety of ways that we can communicate back to them and incent the next behavior out of them. So for us in particular, mobile is something that everybody talks about, but we've seen tremendous growth in that area in the last year and a half, and we now have 3, 4, 5 everyday options that we can use to communicate back to people through that channel, and 5, 6, 7 different places that we're consuming those interactions and turning them back around into rules and ways to incent behavior. So it's the set of data and the set of vendors that we're working with today isn't the same one we were working with 3 or 6 months ago, and it won't be the same in 3 or 6 months from now. So it's just that volume of change and the number of touch points that we get to interact with. With that comes the challenge of systems that were built to just house mass amounts of data, and not necessarily latency was certainly a consideration in data, but it was latency of days was where you wanted to get to, and now we're down to a point where latency of hours is too long. And so our biggest challenge is making data available quickly to be able to make quick real-time decisions and then act on them. And that's a big infrastructure change. And there's a place for the data that we've always had, and then there's something that needs to go on top of that that allows us to bring in a new source, to bring in a new interaction with the customer, and then immediately act on that. I think the best part about working with a set of academic researchers is that you just bring a totally different mindset to it. And in some ways, it's a little bit more, it's not mired down in the day-to-day realities, I guess is the positive way to put it, of our business. It's a little bit more, it's definitely an outside voice that looks at a problem and says, I don't need to worry about who answers for this particular set of data, who answers for this decision. We're just going to go forward and see what are the actual results in a really objective sense. And it's nice to have that point of view from the outside. And sometimes in the real world, it gives us a chance to say, this works, and it gives us that foot in the door for the next step of our project. When I look at what WCAI is doing within the Wharton School, and a lot of the things that we talk about here at the partner meeting, the most exciting thing for me is the real focus on asking companies and partners what we're looking for in building out our teams. What are we looking for the people that we're going to bring into the organization to do analytics? Because there are a lot of programs that are producing candidates right now that don't have the skills that we're looking for. They have a lot of the hard skills, but we've talked a lot across the partners about having the business acumen and the ability to tie the hard skills to real business decisions. And having an outlet to talk to in academia, such as WCAI, is really encouraging, because it lets us know that there are people that care about producing not just basic level analysts, but people that are going to make a real difference in the organization, and giving us better candidates to fill the roles as we build the size of our analytics teams within the company.